Welcome, dear viewers. Today, we return to the windswept Balmoral estate, a place once known for its quiet serenity, now echoing with the heavy conversations of a family once again under siege. Within its ancient stone walls, history and heartache seem to intertwine. For decades, Balmoral has been a sanctuary for the Windsors, a private refuge from the relentless public gaze. It was here that Queen Elizabeth II found peace, and here too that King Charles III now finds himself confronted with decisions that will shape not only his reign, but the moral standing of the monarchy itself. At the center of this latest turmoil stands Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York. Once the flame-haired royal who charmed the nation with her warmth and spontaneity, she now finds herself facing the possibility of a public and humiliating downfall, the potential loss of her honorary title. The City of York Council has confirmed that a motion to remove her freedom of the city may soon be tabled, following the precedent set when her ex-husband, Prince Andrew, was stripped of the same honor in 2022. What was once a symbolic link to the people of York has become, for many, a stain and emblem of a royal branch that cannot seem to escape controversy. This development could not have come at a worse time for the Duchess. For months, she has been fighting to defend her reputation amid revelations of her past communications with Jeffrey Epstein. The leaked emails, in which she appeared to correspond with the disgraced financier, have reignited questions about her judgment and associations. Ferguson insists her contact with Epstein was driven by desperation, an effort, she says, to shield her daughters Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie from his alleged threats. Those close to her describe a mother acting under immense pressure, haunted by fear for her children's safety. Yet, for the monarchy, excuses matter less than optics, and the optics here are devastating. Behind palace doors, sources say Sarah has been pleading for understanding. Letters have been sent to both King Charles and Prince William, asking for an audience a chance to explain herself before any final decisions are made. She knows what's at stake. Losing the freedom of York may be merely symbolic, but whispers of a deeper royal distancing have begun to circulate. Her official title, Duchess of York, a courtesy she has retained since her 1996 divorce, is now under scrutiny. For decades, it was tolerated, a relic of a marriage long dissolved but softened by continued affection between her and the Duke. Yet now, with the monarchy's image once again tainted by associations with Epstein, even this courtesy feels untenable to those determined to protect the crown's integrity. Inside the palace, there is growing consensus that a line must finally be drawn. King Charles, though known for his compassion, is also a man acutely aware of legacy. He has worked tirelessly to modernize and streamline the monarchy, reducing its public-facing members and tightening control over who carries royal status. Prince William, meanwhile, is said to be the driving force behind the push for accountability. To him, Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew represent not only a public relations nightmare, but a moral liability. William sees this as part of cleaning house, one insider revealed. He doesn't want his reign to be defined by the scandals of his father's generation. The move to strip Sarah of formal recognition would be controversial, but not unprecedented. After all, Diana lost her HRH style after her divorce, and Meghan willingly surrendered hers when stepping back from royal life. What makes Ferguson's situation different is its longevity. Nearly 3 decades after her separation, she has managed to maintain her Duchess title while remaining firmly within royal circles, a balance that few divorced spouses have achieved. She has attended royal weddings, been seen at Windsor events, and even appeared on the same estate as her ex-husband, with whom she still shares a home. For years, the arrangement seemed harmless. But now, in the unforgiving glare of the Epstein fallout, every association is being re-examined. The king and his heir are said to be in quiet agreement that appearances matter. They have no desire to publicly humiliate Sarah, but they cannot allow the monarchy's reputation to be further eroded by past mistakes. Removing her title would be framed not as an act of punishment, but as a necessary step toward transparency and renewal the monarchy, at long last, shedding its excess baggage. The optics would be painful but powerful, a clear signal that no one, however charming or familiar, is exempt from consequence. Meanwhile, Ferguson's personal world continues to shrink. Several charities and organizations she has supported for years are reportedly reassessing their association. Publishers who once embraced her as a successful author and motivational speaker are quietly backing away. The Duchess, once a lively figure on the lecture circuit, now finds invitations dwindling. She's realizing that her safety net is gone, one longtime acquaintance confided. For years, she could fall back on her royal connection. But that connection may not protect her anymore. And yet, for all her missteps, there remains something undeniably human about Sarah Ferguson's predicament. Her life has always been a study in contradictions, immense privilege balanced by vulnerability, charm clouded by controversy, resilience shadowed by regret. She has stumbled, publicly and often, but she has also endured surviving divorce, bankruptcy, and scandal after scandal with a kind of relentless optimism. Those who know her best describe her as a woman who feels deeply, sometimes too deeply, and whose mistakes often stem from loyalty rather than malice. It is this same loyalty that binds her to her daughters. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie have stood by their mother unwaveringly, even as the headlines have grown more brutal. They are, in many ways, her greatest defenders, two young women trying to build independent lives while watching their parents once again become tabloid fodder. Their bond is unbreakable, but the emotional toll is undeniable. As one palace observer put it, the York girls have grown up in the shadow of scandal. Every time they think they've escaped it, it finds its way back. And so, as the council in York prepares for its November meeting, the fate of the Duchess hangs in the balance. It may begin with the revocation of an honorary title, but its implications stretch far beyond local politics. It speaks to a broader royal reckoning, one that demands accountability not just from those who serve the crown, but from those who have benefited from it. The Windsors are learning, painfully, that the age of quiet tolerance has ended. For King Charles and Prince William, this moment represents more than a decision about one woman's title. It is a test of leadership, of resolve, and of moral clarity. For Sarah Ferguson, it is another painful reckoning in a life filled with them, and perhaps her final chance to redefine herself outside the palace walls. As Balmoral's autumn winds sweep across the heathered hills, the echoes of the Queen's era seem to fade further into the past. The new reign is one of reform, reflection, and renewal. And as the Duchess of York faces the prospect of losing her title, the question remains, will she finally step out of the royal shadow? Or will this be the last chapter in a story that has always teetered between redemption and ruin?